Canto 3, Part 2, Chapter 25. We had stopped at the verse 35. So we are going to continue from verse 36 onwards. In this small introduction, the Lord, Kapila Muni, who is none other than Narayana himself, is giving an explanation to his mother and telling her about the path of devotion. He said earlier that the path of Sankhya Yoga, that is the Sankhya Yoga, is what he had come to teach her. But just Sankhya Yoga has no value. Because at the end of the day, human beings have ego. They have a difficulty of progressing in their world. The moment you have knowledge, you have the idea that I know everything. And when that idea about I know everything comes into the picture, human beings tend to misbehave. They don't care for others. So here Narayana, in the form of Kapila Muni, explains to his mother that it is very important that you need to have devotion to the Lord. So only when there is devotion to the Lord will you be able to go over onto the other side and be close to Him. So today we are going to understand hopefully two things. The first one is, what does he mean by going closer to God and what is his devotion all about? And if we have a chance, we will progress on to the next chapter where we are going to learn about something which is very, very important to all of us. And that is called the absolute truth. What is truth? What is real? What is this thing that everybody is looking for? So let us see what is being said over here in verse 36. We are doing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 25. And this is verse 36. Upon seeing the charming form of the Lord, smiling and attractive and hearing his very pleasing words, the pure devotee almost loses all the other consciousness. His senses are freed from all other engagements and he becomes absorbed in devotional service. Thus, in spite of the unwillingness, he attains liberation without separate endeavor. Now, here what is being said is, if you are seeing the Lord in front of your eyes, imagine it's a most beautiful sight in the world. Now, there is something in this world which makes a person get into the state of samadhi. Example is Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Ramakrishna Paramahansa, for the first time in life, when he was a young boy and going through the fields of Kamarpukur, his native place where he was a young person, he looked up into the sky. He just saw up like that. And when he looked up, he saw the swans were flying above. They were birds. They were flying above him and they were flying very beautifully. The person that was Ramakrishna, he fell in a swoon. He just fell down over there and he lost his consciousness. One of the things that happens in the world of spiritual is this. See, almost the whole world is not interested in spirituality. I hope you know this. Nobody is interested in it. Why? Because there are no benefits attached to it. You are not going to get money out of it. You are not going to get some, beautiful wife or husband out of it. You are not going to get anything. There are no benefits in this. That is why human beings do not turn towards spirituality. But spirituality drags them towards itself in a very beautiful manner. One of the methods is to get attracted to the space or the beauty or the things around you. So sometimes you may be sitting on a beach all alone, or a mountain top, or maybe a garden, a park or something. Just by watching the whole scenery in front of you, suddenly the thought enters your mind, this world is so beautiful, this world is so pretty, and I am one with it. Now when this happens, you are attracted to that objects around you. Your entire state of being merges in those objects. And when that happens, you become one with this nature. All right? Now the nature is very powerful. The nature is the Lord itself. You can get attracted to this nature and one day get lost in it. Now this is one of the very beautiful things about the Lord. When God gives you darshan, like in case over here, Devahuti is getting the darshan of the Lord. Just by looking at his charming form, anybody can fall in love with him. This anybody can fall in love with him doesn't mean that kind of a, filial love or the other types of love. No, this is not the love that we are talking about. The material worldly love, no. We are talking about the divine love where you become one with the whole thing right in front of you. This is a very unique phenomena that happens in the world. So, when you look at him smiling and attractive, I have seen some of my disciples who had come with me to different places. Like say for example in Vrindavan or in Dakshineshwar or Kanjivaram and various other places, I have seen them literally looking at the image and just getting lost in it. They will start crying, the tears will run down their eyes, and there is no reason for it. There is no absolute reason for it because they are in love with that thing. So this is what happens to a pure devotee. If you are a devotee of the Lord, just looking at that face itself will make you fall in love with him. Then that person loses the consciousness. This is what I told you about Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He lost the consciousness. Senses are freed from all other engagement, which means what? Suppose you are eating, drinking or walking or talking or just saying some kind of a prayer or something like that. You will lose that consciousness itself. You will stop looking at things. You are not even going to bother about what other people are doing around you or whatever. Nothing disturbs you. And you become absorbed in that. In the devotional service. Thus, in spite of his unwillingness, he attains liberation without separate endeavor. For such a person who merges with the Lord is able to get liberated instantly. So this is normally a very rare case and it happens to very rare people. Verse 37, thus because he is completely absorbed in thought with me, the devotee does not desire even the highest benediction obtainable in the upper planetary systems, including the Satyaloka. He does not desire the 8 material perfections obtained from mystic yoga, nor does he desire to be elevated in the kingdom of God. Yet, without desiring them, the devotee enjoys even in this life all the offered benedictions. This is a very strange words. Normally, people, when they die, before they die, they are interested in reaching some heaven. Have you heard of this or no? All Christians, all Muslims, Jews, and every other religion in the world, including Hinduism, what are people actually thinking about? I wish to reach the heavens. Isn't it? I want to go to heaven. It is a desire. And the desire is to always reach the heavens. This desire is common for everybody. So, in such cases, there are desires of reaching the heavens, becoming a god. You know, when you say, I want to become a god, actually you are not saying that I want to become some XYZ god. You want to be that Lord itself. That means you want promotion in your life. Because you think that you can do better than all these other gods. Remember, when human beings are alive, they always keep on saying wrong things and the bad things about everything around them. Have you heard them or no? Why is God not taking care of this? Why is He giving so much of trouble? Why He cannot kill all these horrible people around me? Are they saying? Can you remove this person who is creating so much of trouble? And the Lord is not even responding. So their thought is what? If I become the Lord, no, I will ensure that these poor people get food, everybody gets this, everybody has a... Oh, they think like that. You know, there was that movie where he wants to become God. And in that, he says, for everybody should get what they want. And then big chaos happens in this world. Everybody wins the lottery. You know, and nobody gets the money, because if million people win the same lottery, everybody will get $1 or 1 rupee. What is the point? No point, no? So this is the stupidity which human beings want to always achieve. They think that they know better than God, so they want to replace Him with their... So this is also there where they want higher kind of a life. They want to be elevated. I want to be elevated to a higher domain. Then they want magic powers. You know, all the idiots in the world who run after spirituality, what is it that they are thinking of is only one thing. Can I have miraculous powers? You know, I can make money just like that from the air. I can change my life. I can change this person's life. I can do this. Okay, that is what you are looking for, mystic yoga. You can fly in the air. You can travel in space and time. Oh, all these things you want. So human beings want this kind of mystical powers. If only I know spirituality, I will become invisible. I can go to Fort Knox and rob all the gold over there. They are looking at all these, you know, Avenger movies and all that, thinking that, oh, they have the power. Spider-Man has power, you know, Iron Man has power. I also want to become Thanos. Really? I want to also become Luke Skywalker, or his father rather. Okay? He'll make that noise, you know, from his mouth. Okay. People think that they can do all these kind of things, mystical powers they get. These are the stupid things which people think of. I want to be in the upper regions of the space. I want to go to Satyaloka. I don't want these smaller lokas. I don't want to travel by this economy class. Can I travel private jets? I am not that riffraff, you know. I want to travel by private jets. I want private treatments. I have to be invited inside. This is how people think. Very funnily, there is one, one thing which people, all these spiritual people think they do. Okay, I'll tell you what they do. They go to meet all these Babajis, Gurujis and all these, all the people from the spiritual domain. And they will do like this, and they will sit over there with that in a very serene manner. You know what? Why they are doing this? They want that Babaji sitting over there, who is supposed to be running that place, they want him to recognize this person. Oh, he should look at me and say, oh, here comes the great Lord himself. Understood or no? How many people want recognition? So when they go to these Babajis and all that, they feel, oh, this Baba should recognize me. What? So these kind of higher things in life. I am more greater than this other person. So it's always in this manner. So, elevated positions, desiring. But what happens to a person who is in love with God? He is not asking for it. He is getting it free. Got the point or no? It comes free. The person may be a devotee, he doesn't need to do yoga. You know that standing on head and all that nonsense. He doesn't have to do. It happens to him automatically. His kundalini starts rising on its own. He doesn't have to think which God I am going to meet. Doesn't matter. Gods are going to be around him. He doesn't have to get elevated in any, higher heavens. No. He becomes ordinary, but straight up to the Lord you can reach. Because devotional path is like that. These are perks as you get along. It's like you become the prince, charming, prince. And you get all the benefits accrued to you, just like that, JLT. The Lord continued, my dear mother, devotees who receive such transcendental opulences are never bereft of them. Neither weapon nor the change of time can destroy such opulences. Because the devotee accepts me as their friend, their relative, their son, preceptor, benefactor, or the supreme deity, they cannot be deprived of their possessions at any time. This is very funny. Many of my own disciples will come to me and say to me, Guruji, I don't think I have grown in my spiritual world. Can you please tell me where I am today? They come and ask me this question. I am nowhere, When I look at all these other people, I think I am nowhere. I look at all these Babajis in the world. I look at Ramana Maharshi and the people sitting in front of him, all the great sages and saints. I look at Ramakrishna Paramahansa and the entire Ramakrishna mission, the great Mr. Sarvapriyananda giving some massive speeches and becoming a YouTube star and all that. He gave a speech in Harvard and in Stanford and in IIT, where I am nowhere in the picture, Every person thinks small. They think that they are nobody. Well, I tell them, I said, you know what? Do you know who I am? If you know who I am, do I call you my son and my daughter or no? Yes, no. If you are my son and daughter, you are already eligible for everything. You don't have to go through Sarvapriyanandas of this world. Do you understand what I'm talking or no? The poor guy has to struggle. All the Swamijis of this world, the poor things are struggling like nobody's business. Okay? You people have got it easily, coolly, just like that. JLT, hello, take it. All the animals in the zoo, palevu, like that. Everything comes to you just like that, for the heck of it. Why? Boss's kids, no. The boss is there and boss's kids are there. What do you want? I want Lindt chocolate. Of course you will get Lindt chocolate. What? We'll buy the Lindt factory for all you know. What? Got the point or no? This is what happens. As a devotee, don't bother your head about whether you are higher or lower, or I am nowhere in the world and nothing has happened to you and this has happened. Those poor guys are struggling like hell. They have to make speeches. They have to go in front of audiences. They have to do so many things. Got the point or no? Have this ever entered your head? Those poor guys are struggling every day of their life. Got it? The Lord continued, my dear mother, see the verse. Devotees who receive such transcendental opulence, you are my mother. You are the mother of Narayana. Okay? So you have already got qualified just like that because you are the mother of Narayana. Mother Mary, qualified. Jesus Christ is the Son. Father in heaven. All qualification first only. There is nothing to bother you. And they are not bereft of them. No weapon can kill you. Nothing is going to turn you inside out. Nothing is going to happen. And no time can destroy. Can tell me one thing very clearly. If you are the son of Krishna, okay, you know the son of Krishna, no? So if you are Pradyuman or you are one of those guys over there, Samba. Now if you are Samba, what are you getting? You are getting free entry. Free. Samba doesn't have to stress himself out. Samba doesn't have to stand in queue like other people. Got it or no? Love and Kush never had to struggle so much. Got it? Why? Here is the answer. You already have those opulences. Nobody can destroy them. Can anybody say from tomorrow onwards Love and Kush are not going to be children of Sri Ram? Can that happen? No. They are already children of Sri Ram. Who is going to do anything to them? You understand? If you are Donald Trump's son, can anybody take it away from you? No. You are Donald Trump's son. Finished. You are going to get entry into all the places because you are just the son of the boss. Because the devotee can accept me as a friend, their relative, their son, their preceptor, benefactor, and supreme deity. Accept me as that, isn't it? You can accept me as a friend. You think of me as your friend, as a relative, as a son, as a guru, benefactor. I am the one who is a benefactor, and I am the supreme deity, the supreme Lord. So can anybody take away these possessions from them? No way, no way. I hope you understand this verse. Qualification just like that. JLT. In Hindi they say one word, Baap ka maal. Baap ka maal means father's property. Take it. Thus the devotee who worships me, the all-pervading Lord of the universe, in unflinching devotional service, gives up the aspirations to be promoted to heavenly planets and become happy in the world with wealth, children, cattle, home, and anything in the relationship with the body. I take him to the other side of birth and death without any qualification. You don't have to bother your head about it. Just like that, you are going to be coming with me. What? To the other side. So you have got one direct entry, Okay. So there is nothing to bother you. You don't have to build pyramids so that you can go on to the other side. Got it? Here you are getting direct entry. Chalo, 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 chalo. Let us all go. So that is why these people don't ask for anything. It's a very simple answer. If you are one of these, whatever that we discussed, you are the son, you are even a disciple or a devotee, because if you consider the Lord as the Guru, what is the problem in your life? You have got direct entry, boss. Straight entry. Nobody is going to stop you. And that is the reason why you don't need to have any desires of any kind. Because without even having a desire, everything is going to get fulfilled. The king's children, they don't have to ask. Okay? The poor people on the streets, they have to ask. Think about all these, they call it Nepo kids. Nepo kids, you understand? Nepotism. Huh? All the Nepo kids. Okay? Hrithik Roshan doesn't have to struggle. Aryan Khan doesn't have to struggle. Amir Khan never had to struggle. Got the point or no? Rajiv Gandhi never had to struggle. Indira Gandhi never had to struggle. Why? Their father was the boss, no? Straight entry. Whether you are good or bad is not the criteria. You get straight direct entry into the, like you can become a film actor straight away. You don't have to go through all these, in the film industry. There are many Epsteins over there. Too many of them. Casting couch is so common. Now you may think casting couch is there only for women. No. For everybody. They don't leave anybody. It is so common. So common. But nobody is going to talk about it. But if you are a Nepo kid, then what happens? You get direct entry into films even if you are an idiot. Got the point? Even if you don't know acting, you will still become a superstar. You may have little talent from your father and mother, no doubt about it. Little talent. Okay? Prithviraj Kapoor. In India, we had one person called Prithviraj Kapoor. All his sons became great actors. One was Raj Kapoor, Shammi Kapoor, Shashi Kapoor. These three guys, they had children. Some people may have acting skills and some may not have acting skills. They also became actors. Raj Kapoor's son was Rishi Kapoor and Ranbir Kapoor. Okay, they both became actors. Their children also became actors. Kareena Kapoor, Karishma Kapoor, and on the other side Ranbir Kapoor. They all became actors. Why? Lineage is there. Father's property. Chalo. So when you are in love with God, when you are one with the divine, when you are a devotee of Krishna, when you are a devotee of Narayana, you get straight entry because you are like a Nepo kid. Understand this. You don't need to stand in any queue. You don't need to buy some tickets. You don't have to give bribes to anybody. No bribes, nothing. No casting couch for you also. What? Straight entry. This is what here it is being said. You get whatever you want. You want house, cattle, this thing, that thing, everything. Take it. And after your death, you are straight away going to his heaven. Right? There is nothing like you have to go and stand in queue in another heaven. Saint Peter is going to come and say, okay, next. He's not going to ring a bell and say, next, who is there? Please come in. No, nothing like that. You straight entry. I remember way back in time, long ago, I had gone to Nepal. You know, Nepal, nearby country. Now, Nepal, Indians can travel over there without passport and visa. They can travel just like that. Now, when I had gone over there, I did not know anything. Okay, first and foremost, I had gone alone. So because of that, I was standing in the long queue. The long queue that was there in Kathmandu airport, because I wanted to get my this thing stamped and so that I can get an entry. Suddenly somebody came and told me, sir, you have come because of the king, no? The king of Nepal. You are his guest, no? I said, yeah. Okay, you don't have to stand in this queue. Come with me. And I sailed through the airport just like that. And when I was returning back, all the flights were full. All flights were full. There was no room at all. But I was the guest of the king and the queen in Nepal. So what happened to me? The head of the airline, Royal Nepal Airline, he came and he's telling me, one of the people from that airline, who was the head of that place, he came and he told me, sir, don't worry about it, we will fly you to Delhi like that only. I said, what do you mean by like that only? I can't fly just like that. All flights are full, there is no ticket also. You will be amazed to know I flew Kathmandu to Delhi on a jump seat. You know what a jump seat is? There is no seat. They will come and put one artificial seat over there. And I traveled in the jump seat because the guest of the king, naturally. So think on those lines. You are the boss's child. Why will you have to go and struggle so much? You just be in love with him. Don't have any doubts about that. Single-pointed love and devotion to him. Got it? The terrible fear of death, birth and death can never be forsaken by anyone who resorts to any shelter other than myself. For I am the Almighty Lord, the Supreme Sri Krishna, the original source of creation and all the supreme soul of all the souls. It's because of my supremacy that the wind blows. Out of fear of me, the sun shines. Out of fear of me, the Lord of the clouds, Indra, sends forth showers. And out of fear of me, the fire burns. Out of fear of me, and death goes about taking his toll out of fear of me. If I am that great Lord myself, do you think the sun needs to, no, tomorrow I will take a holiday? You think the sun can take a holiday? If the boss's orders are there just because he's afraid of the boss, the Supreme Divine Lord, Sri Krishna, so out of fear he is going to shine. The rain is going to come because the boss's orders. Nobody is going to check on him. Why? He has been given a job. His job is to do that. The wind will blow because I am the boss. Sri Krishna is the boss of everything. So got the point or no? So here you have to understand something. You know how people struggle for their H1B visas and all that. You know that or no? I am the boss's child. H1B also for you. Come on, no problems. Why? Because you still don't understand this. Everything is afraid of the Lord. Everybody is afraid of the Lord. Out of fear they are doing the job. Whatever that is required, that will be fulfilled. Because everybody is afraid. Krishna is not fearful, you know that, no? He looks very cute, very beautiful, very smart and elegant and all that. And he's a black guy. Huh? He's not fearsome. Have you ever look at on one side you see, Narasimha avatar, and on the other side you put Krishna. Who looks more cute? Of course Krishna. On one side you put Sri Ram and on the other side you put Sri Krishna. Who looks more cute and beautiful? Sri Krishna. You have to understand this. You think Sri Ram is going to make fun of you? He's a very serious guy. He's got that serene eyes. He's not a fun type. He's a serious type. If you meet Krishna, he'll pull your leg also. Given a chance, he is going to take you for a royal ride of your life. He'll make fun of you and he will look, I didn't do anything. Got the point? He's full of mischief. He's full of fun. And he's full of seriousness. And even then people are afraid of him. This is the funny part. Yes, if you are afraid of Sri Ram, it's a different story. If you are afraid of Parshuram, though, I don't think anybody can stand in front of him. Okay? Narasimha Avatar, temporary form, but Parshuram, permanent form. He comes like this, like a man mountain, like this. Just by looking at him, you'll have to go for a pee. Like that, Have you seen Parshuram? You can meet him if you want to. Everybody gets scared of him just by the look. But Sri Krishna, he's a funny guy. In his world, no man, woman can stand. Okay? He is going to make fun of everybody. Because everybody is in love with him. But those who are not, they are scared of him. In one of the movies I had seen, it was called Pati Patni Aur Wo. Pati Patni Aur Wo. It's an old movie in which the husband and the wife are there. The wife is that docile type. Yes, my dear Lord. Yes, my husband. Yes, my husband. Yes, my husband. And this guy, Sanjeev Kumar, and his wife was Vidya Sinha or something like that. Okay. So these two were there. And this guy will always, Vivi, chai lao. And he'll say like this and the poor wife will have to get the tea for him. And he will say whatever, like he wants to eat, he wants to drink, whatever he wants to, she will do it for him. And then if, let us say she becomes a little late or something like that, Bibi. And then he will say, Nahi to. He'll just say, otherwise. Just the word otherwise, it was said so beautifully. The guy is a comedian, I have to tell you this much, Sanjeev Kumar. So, Krishna doesn't even have to say otherwise. He just has to say, okay, somebody is doing some mischief over there, they better be scared of him. They better be scared of him. Why? He doesn't lift his finger. That great girl is there with him. You know that beautiful girl with him. Her name is Maya, darling. Maya. She'll come and twirl you around her little finger and you won't even know what hit you. So she will put you in the Maya Jal. So that is why Krishna is such a person where everybody is actually scared of him, though he is not a scary guy. And that is the reason why you have to understand his supremacy in this world. His way of acting, his way of behavior is never going to be, understood by others simply. Even Hanumanji can't recognize him. If Hanumanji comes in, stands in front of him also, Hanumanji can't recognize him. We are talking of all great people. Still, nobody can recognize him. He comes in a very incognito mood and you may think he's some ordinary fellow and he will go away from there. After that, you will go, oh, I met Krishna. So funny. So it's like that. So all these things happen because of him. The yogis equipped with transcendental knowledge and reunification and engaged in devotional service for their eternal benefit take shelter at my lotus feet. And since I am the Lord, they are thus eligible to enter the kingdom of Godhead without fear. Nobody has to bother. Even the great gurus and the lords and the gods and everybody over there in this planet Earth, they may call themselves as Bhagwan, they may call themselves as the great masters, they may call themselves as whatever they want to. You got what I am saying? They can call themselves Paramahansas also. They can call themselves, Satgurus of this world. They can put 1,000 words in front of their name also. Doesn't make anything. Why? When it's a question of the Lord, they all bow down to him only. Krishna. So here what is he saying? It is because of me that these people may enter. I may give them a ticket to enter to my place. Got it? So there is nothing to bother me about it. I am the Lord and the Master of this whole world. Even all the sages and the saints and the gods and the spirits and everybody bows down to me. Sounds like a very egoistic statement, no? But he is the boss. Nobody can say anything to him. You better be afraid if you don't like it. Got it? Either which way. Therefore, persons whose minds are fixed on the Lord, engaged in the intensive practice of devotional service, that is the only means for attainment of the final perfection of life. Now I hope you got the answer. Sir, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to join any classes. You don't have to do yoga, pranayama, meditation, this thing, that thing, nothing. You don't have to read any books also. What? Otherwise tomorrow you'll say, Om Bho Bhavasya. Come on, you're going to say all these prayers and you're going to think, oh, I said the Gayatri mantra 5,000 times. You can say it 1,000,000 times also. Entry to the Lord is only in his hands. And if you are a devotee, whether you say it or no, you have a magic wand, straight entry. No visa, no passport. So here what is being said? Those whose minds are fixed on the Lord, the one thing that you got to do, just fix your mind on God, on Krishna alone, that's it. Who is telling these words to whom? Kapila Muni, who is Narayana himself, is telling the words to Devahuti. Very simple words. Just become a devotee of God. Don't try to get into this, knowledge gymnastics. That Samkhya Yoga, Tankhya Yoga and all that is worthless. Don't try to by heart any books. Don't try to do any kind of, all the big Vedas and this and that. Nothing is going to make you reach me. Only one thing is important. I am saying so. I am saying so. Who is saying? The Lord himself is saying. What is he saying? He is saying only qualification that you have is just be in love with me. That's it. My coterie, all my chamchas, everybody, come on, let's join. Let's go on a picnic. And we can go just like that. So, Just be devotee of me. Therefore, fix your mind on me. Nobody else. No girlfriends, okay? Otherwise you will look at somebody else over there. No. No girlfriend, no boyfriends and no other kind of friends. Alright? No mother, father, no brother, sister, no husband, wife, no children, nothing. Just look at me. I am your everything of everything. And when you look at me, what happens? With that intensive practice of just looking at me and being in love with me, that is the only means of attainment of the final perfection in life. This is one means by which you can come to me directly. All things you will be given to you just like that. You want self-realization? Okay, take it. You want nothingness? Take that also. You want to sit in the top of the Himalayas? Take that also. Got it or no? All magical powers to everything is there available. And you don't have to buy it also. No currency required for you. Other people will have to come in dollars and rupees and yawns and all these kind of things. They will have to pay money for it. And they need all those agents in between, Panditjis, okay, to come to me. I don't look at them. Direct one-on-one you can have. One-on-one. When you have one-on-one with me, why are you bothered so much about it? Straight entry. And that is the only means of attainment of the final perfection of life. So this is the way in which you can attain the ultimate in your life. Okay. So we have come to the end of chapter 25, the last verse that was there. That is verse 44. I think we don't have time for the next chapter. So we will stop over here for today. And I will continue tomorrow with a very beautiful chapter, which is the knowledge of the absolute truth. So we stop here.